Hey guys, what's going on? Sorry for the absence of videos over the past weekend. I was at my cottage and down there we don't have any computers or Wi-Fi or anything, so I could record on my phone, and I've done that a couple times, but I didn't really have too many things to talk about. Really, the main thing today is going to be these Radeon 7970s and how magical they are. But first, I want to show you how almost everything today is green. And I think it was Saturday that stuff crashed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Saturday it was like all red. I mean, everything crashed on Saturday. Well, I shouldn't say crash because it didn't really crash. It just kind of, the prices corrected because the, the, the previous week they've been going through the moon. So we had a slight correction Saturday, and then today they're recovering a bit from where they were. But for the main point of the video, I wanted to talk about more Zcash mining rigs and how you can get in there pretty competently for a pretty cheap price. The rigs I have planned, like I've got a Ford 1070 rig, and that's going to cost close to $2,000, but you can start out way cheaper than that with Radeon HD 7970s. How these cards you can find for pretty cheap. Here's one for $72. Here's one for $100. Here's one for $91. Here's one for $80. That's just a heat sink. I was like, 25. It's a steal. But no, there was one pretty good price one, $55 down here. This one's just for parts, so don't get that one. That one's broken. So the average prices of all the good price ones, don't pay $225 for this card. It's insane. And don't pay $250. These cards are not worth $250. I can tell you that right now. But like 90 is good and 55 is good. If it's under 100, that's a pretty reasonable price. Here's one for 95. So let's say the average, let's say you get 4 of them, and the average prices you'll pay is about $80. So 4 times 80 is going to be $320, and those cards will give you 250 hashes per second a piece. So 250 times 4 will give you 1,000 solutions per second, and they'll use 250 watts per card. So that's 1 kilowatt or 1,000 watts. And then plug in 1% pool fees. Those 4 cards will have a return on investment of 48 days. So that's about what? A month and a half. And then say you have to get a power supply and a rig and everything. So let's say you pay $500 for it. That's still 75 days, and your starting price is only $500, which is cheaper than most mining rigs you're gonna get. Then the other option is to flip that, buy it for $500 and then sell it for easily $750, and then make your $250 profit right there. Not a problem. So starting out to mine doesn't have to be super expensive with brand new 1070 cards or 1080s or 1080 Ti's or the RX 580s or anything. You can start off bare bones with 7970s and make pretty good profit with them. These really aren't that much slower than the RX series cards are. The RX 480s get around 300. These things get 250. Granted, they're going to use more power, but they're still really darn close. And that's pretty impressive. And I'm actually considering building a third rig with these because, as I said, it's so cheap that there's almost No reason not to, you know? In fact, I'm really tempted to spend some of my Bitcoin to buy... Where's the $55 one? Where'd it go? 55. I think it was a reference style card, which is fine. It's going to be a bit loud, but it's not really a problem. Really tempted to buy this. I mean, that's a really good deal. So, you know, I don't know what power connectors do these have. I don't even know what they've got. So I can find a good picture. Look to enlarge. Oh, I could see it for 1 second, then I couldn't. Are they on the end of the cards, the power connectors? How about this picture? Yeah, I can't really see what power connectors he's got on there. Looks like an 8-pin and a 6-pin. So, you gotta have a pretty decent power supply for these. As I said, they do use 250 watts. But if you guys are interested to start mining and you don't have much money, don't get a 1070. Get this. Get this card. This is a killer deal right here. In fact, I might get it before you guys can. We'll see. Alrighty, so yeah, that's about it. I'll be making more videos in the future because I'm back home now, playing some Elite Dangerous again. Been missing that, and that's about it. I'll see you guys.